Hey everyone! Today we're reviewing the recently released Korean movie Escape. Is it a hit or a miss? Let's find out. The movie's protagonist, Sergeant Lim Kyu-nam, played by Lee Je-hoon, is currently stationed along the demilitarized zone of the Korean peninsula under North Korea's authoritarian regime. Having served in the military for a decade, Kyu-nam is preparing for his discharge. However, the prospect of the life that awaits him is unbearable, so he plans on defecting. Determined to escape to the other side, he spends his nights sneaking out of the barracks, mapping a route south. His path is fraught with danger, watchtowers with vigilant guards, a barbed wire fence, and a minefield with explosives buried haphazardly across miles of terrain. In the final stages of his escape plan, Kyu-nam prepares to reach the demarcation line, the official border between North and South Korea, aiming for a new life of freedom in the South. Director Lee subtly reveals the meticulous steps Kyu-nam has taken, showing him crawling on the ground, probing the dirt with bamboo shoots to detect mines, and marking each explosive with a stick-in on his map. The enormity of the task is palpable, while Kyu-nam's determination and patience shine through. The movie introduces obstacles that are both clever and morally complex. Kyu-nam's escape plan is discovered by fellow soldier Dong Hyuk, played by Hong Bin, who wants to defect alongside him and urges an earlier departure than Kyu-nam had intended. When Kyu-nam hesitates to include Dong Hyuk and move up the timeline, Dong Hyuk decides to attempt the escape on his own, triggering an alert at the base. Kyu-nam finds him, and both are accused of desertion, a crime punishable by death by firing squad. Kyu-nam is saved through the intervention of Hyun-san, played by Koo Kyo-hwan, an officer with state security who was childhood friends with the soldier and convinces everyone that Kyu-nam is a hero who stopped a deserter. With him being brought miles upon miles from the beginning of his escape route and Dong Hyuk to be executed, Kyu-nam must sneak out of a banquet in his honor, find his way back to the base, and rescue the doomed soldier. If the original plan seemed difficult, this new improvised one appears nearly impossible. The filmmakers add a touch of irony considering the dire stakes of two lives and the totalitarian backdrop as they devise ways for Kyu-nam to escape his own honor party. He forges a pass to the demarcation line, steals a jeep, and uses a drunken, unconscious state security official as a passenger to avoid suspicion. Once outside, Kyu-nam must lie to high-ranking officers, deceive anyone questioning his credentials, and evade Hyun-san, who is prepared to kill him for the perceived betrayal and to cover up his own error in judgment about the deserter. The plot unfolds as an extended chase with the state security officer backed by an entire military division, despite his goal of keeping the matter quiet, pursuing Kyu-nam. The pursuit features cat-and-mouse sequences interspersed with driving, running, and shooting. Some scenes are particularly well executed, such as Hyun-san using ambient noise over a radio and a map to locate Kyu-nam without directly engaging in the operation. There's also a moment of grim irony when Kyu-nam rejoins his old squad to blend in, highlighting the dehumanization of an autocratic system more effectively than a subplot about Hyun-san's suppressed dreams of playing piano and hiding his sexuality. When put together in constant succession, the plot of Escape becomes hard to believe, relying heavily on luck, perfect timing, and particularly in the case of Hyun-san, characters acting against what little we know of them to benefit the protagonist. Director Lee's skillful orchestration of the action almost distracts us from these flaws, but not entirely. While the story feels somewhat underdeveloped, it remains watchable and tense. Overall, Escape is definitely a thrilling and entertaining film for fans of action-packed movies. That's all for now. Do subscribe for more.